Meat bicycle!
Hello everybody, welcome back to Borderlands, the pre-sequel. Today we're going to be having a closer look on the new character that will be coming out at some point, Aurelia the Baroness she is called. Now, there has been no official date released or anything like that, but it was leaked originally just after Handsome Jack, or before Handsome Jack was announced, that there was a character that will be coming out called Aurelia the Baroness, and there's not been a lot of coverage on her because she's not due for release just yet. She's actually going to be in a future DLC, but we are on the skill calculator site here, and as you can see, Aurelia's skill calculator is up a little bit. It's not got any pictures or anything like that. I'll just click on I don't know, claptraps on this site, and you'll see the difference. So you've actually got all pictures in the actual skills, and you know, it looks a bit more complete. You can choose from different class mods and all things like that, although you can't see the picture of his actually vaulthunter.exe skill. I wonder if that's the same with every other one. There's Wilhelm's. No, so it doesn't look like the picture comes up for that, but that is where the skills lie anyway. So here we are on Aurelia. Now, although she hasn't been definitely, you know, well, she has been confirmed, she hasn't been given a set release or anything like that, her skill calculator is up. Now, you can't click on any of the things here. Look, no class mods or anything like that. But you can actually pick your skills, and you can have a look at the skills and all sorts of things like that. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be doing this in a 3-part series, like all the skill calculators analyses I've done so far. But I just thought it'd be pretty good to just actually plan and see when she is finally announced, have a look, and just generally have a gander at what her skills are. So yeah, like I said, this is Aurelia the Baroness then. So we'll take a look at the Huntress skill tree today. And but before we do that, we'll have a look at her actual skill. So here it is. It's called Cold as Ice. So action skill, press F to throw your Frost Diadem Shard. Your shard automatically seeks out and attacks enemies, dealing cryo damage. So that's pretty interesting, really. I wonder what the shard is. So that's a bit like maybe Mordecai from Borderlands 1 with Bloodwing. You press the button, it sends something out, it goes and attacks enemies and then comes back to you. Now it says active duration 21 seconds, so that'd be interesting to see if it's, you know, like a one-time only powerful attack where it will, a bit like Bloodwing, it'll go out and go to an enemy, hit it and then come back to you. But it says active duration 21 seconds, so maybe it just goes around for 21 seconds and actually, you know, seeks out and constantly hurts enemies, which would be quite good for bosses and things like that. It might actually distract him a little bit as well away from you, so that's pretty interesting. But yeah, that's her action skill anyway. So like I said, we're going to go through the Huntress skills tree today and just take a look. Now this is probably the one that I will go for when she does come out, because I am planning on a sniper only playthrough with her, just for something a little bit differently. And the Huntress seems to be the sniper skill set. So we'll take a look at the skills now. So the first one we come to is Markswoman. So gain increased critical hit damage and increased aim speed with all gun types. Critical hit bonus of 6% per stack and aim speed of 20% per stack. So that seems like a good one, really. Critical hit damage is going to be good with sniper rifles anyway. But this is all gun types as well. And increased aim speed, again, sniping in mind, that seems like a good one. So next, only the best. Gain increased bullet speed and increased gun damage with all weapon types. Again, bullet speed's good, and gun damage is definitely good, especially again with sniping in mind. So that's a 10% bullet speed per stack and a 6% gun damage. That's looks quite handy. Next is Culling the Herd. So gain increased gun damage with all weapon types for a few seconds after landing a critical hit. So you get yourself a critical hit and you get 8% gun damage, which will go up to 5 stacks probably, which is 45%. So 45% increased gun damage, that is a lot. That's only for a few seconds after landing a critical hit. Again, if we're planning on sniping though, we're planning on getting them critical hits, so that's definitely going to be a big bonus. Long range killers next, with when shooting enemies, deal bonus damage based on the distance to the enemy. The further the enemy, the greater the bonus. So up to 60% bonus damage based on damage dealt. You can run, but you'll only die tired. So That seems like a really handy one, especially for sniping. If we get ourselves a really good sniper rifle, a really precise one, we could stand, you know, a good distance away. We could get 60% bonus damage based on the damage dealt. Now that's just bonus damage in general as well, so you don't have to be that precise and land a critical hit. Yeah, no, you can just hit them and get, obviously a critical hit will give you stupidly high bonus damage as well as critical damage, especially if you you pair it up with things like that, increased critical hit damage and stuff like that. So that seems like a good one really. It seems to goad you into the sniping route there. Next is warning shot, so gain increased fire rate, accuracy and critical hit damage for a few seconds after missing a shot with a sniper rifle. Additionally, your next shot has a chance to not consume ammo. That's 7% fire rate, 9% accuracy, 7% critical hit damage and 9% free shot chance. So that's quite an interesting one really, so that kind of makes you miss a shot. So you could just, you know, go up to an enemy, hit fire away from him, and that'll give you increased fire rate, accuracy, critical hit damage for a few seconds after missing, and then you can just zoom straight in, shoot with your extra bonuses, and more likely to kill him. So probably worse on the ammo, you know, consumption, but then again it gives you a chance to get the free shot. So it might not be worth. Yeah, it might not waste your ammo. So that's quite a weird one really, but quite an interesting one. Makes it interesting to try and play that one. Okay, third tier, only one is Silver Lining. Killing an enemy with a critical hit adds a bullet to your magazine. So one doesn't need to be taught fear when one is the hunted. So yeah, so killing an enemy with a critical hit adds a bullet to your magazine. So if you've got a wave of 20 enemies, say, they all come running towards you, you sit back, critical hit, critical hit, critical hit, critical hit, kill all 20 of them, you haven't consumed a single piece of ammo. That's really good on the old survival front, and you know, stops you from having to scrounge for sniper rifle ammo, which is always the ammo I seem to end up with hardly any of, because you don't get that big ammo consumption with sniper rifles anyway. And if you just sit there, especially if you've got a sniper rifle that fires more than one shot off at a time, that ammo soon goes. So this way you get to keep a little bit of it, which is quite good. So fourth tier, we've got I Never Miss. Shooting an enemy with a sniper rifle grants you a stack of I Never Miss. Gain increased sniper rifle critical hit bonus for every stack of I Never Miss. Lose all stacks when you miss an enemy with a sniper rifle. Wow, that's an interesting one. Critical hit bonus is 0.4% per stack. Max stacks 999. So that's a bit like the, is it the Money is Power or something like that? The one with Handsome Jack, where every time you pick up some money you get a stack of something and it gives you bonuses. That looks like a good one as well. So if you basically go round and be really careful, or and just sit there shooting an enemy over and over and over and over and over again, you get 0.4% per stack, and that can go up to 999 times. So that could be quite exploited really as well if you think about it. Maybe if you're like in Ultimate Vault Hunter mode and you go up against someone like, I don't know, Red Belly or something like that with a level, I don't know, a level 4 sniper rifle that's going to do no damage to him at all, and you can sit there and just shoot and do that 999 times. Obviously, you know, someone like Red Belly, there's an ammo vendor nearby, so keep picking up ammo and just make sure you hit him 999 times, and then switch to a decent sniper rifle, one with your level. You could pretty much, you know, rip them. So that looks like a really interesting one actually. I'm quite interested to see how that could be exploited. I might actually try that when she comes out. So Magic Bullet, whenever you score a critical hit with a sniper rifle, gain health regeneration. The amount of health regeneration is based on the distance to the enemy. The closer the enemy, the greater the regeneration. Additionally, whenever you score a critical hit with a sniper rifle on an enemy, create a healing nova centered on that enemy that also gives any player inside the radius a second wind. The further away the enemy, the greater the healing. Wow, so that's a pretty interesting one as well. Healing nova up to 25% of max health. Regeneration amount up to 5% of max health per second. So that's kind of a good one for survival then. So when you score a critical hit, you're getting health regeneration. So that encourages you to do aim well and take your time. And yeah, you'll get constant health regeneration and a healing nova as well. So that's quite a good one really for surviving, especially against bosses and things like that. We always come out with a few guys next to them and all that. You can just shoot them first, get that nova going, get that health regeneration going, and then try and survive for as long as possible. Next is wait for it. Missing a shot with a sniper rifle grants you a stack of weight for it. Gain increased sniper rifle damage for every stack of weight for it. Lose all stacks of weight for it upon damaging an enemy with any weapon. So that's sniper rifle damage, 0.9% per stack, and again 999 stacks. So that's a bit like this one with I've never missed, but opposite. So that's actually encouraging you to never miss. That is encouraging you to actually miss as much as you can. So again, that could be exploited. I think the same as that. You could just stand there near an enemy, just shoot into the left of them, missing them completely, getting those stacks up. Do that 999 times, and then you will get sniper rifle damage bonus of a massive proportion. And there you can just go in and then one shot a boss probably. So that looks pretty cool. Large caliber is on the 5th tier. Gain decreased magazine size and increased gun damage for all weapon types. So that's an interesting one. It's giving you a bonus of something and then taking something else away. So again, 17% minus magazine size. That is quite a big drop in magazine size, but a good 9% weapon damage per stack. So again, that's one of these where it's you've got to choose between actual one or the other. And yeah, if you get yourself some good stacks of these though, and then put that skill on, then you can just go ahead and apply the 9% weapon damage. Take the magazine size down by 17%, but that won't matter because you'll have that many stacks of these. You can actually just one-shot things. That is a pretty good little one, really. Scramble. After receiving melee damage, you gain increased movement speed, weapon swap speed, and gun damage with all weapon types for a short time. So again, that's just if an enemy comes a bit too close to you and you're trying to snipe or something like that. They melee you get a bit of chance to movement speed to get out of there, or swap your weapon to an assault rifle or something, blow the head off and then go back to the sniper rifle. So that's just a little bonus just to see you for the closer range enemies. And then finally, the last tier, this is normally the one that makes people pick which skill tree they're going to go down, is custom load. So when zoomed in with a sniper rifle, a wheel scrolls by with icons featuring each of the elemental damage types. Time your shots with a highlighted damage to apply that damage type to your shot. Critical hit also create a small nova on the highlighted element. So bonus damage is 20% of damage dealt. Nova damage is 10% of damage dealt. Hunting is not a sport, it's a sport. In a sport, both sides should know when they're in the game. So that looks pretty interesting really as well. So yeah, it's one of them things though where you just zoomed in with a sniper rifle, you need to keep your eye on what you're shooting at really, but obviously you'll have to time your shots between looking to the side of your screen, waiting for that wheel to get to the one you want, and then actually looking back and shooting. It's going to be one of those for people with a lot of patience really, which unfortunately I don't have a lot of, but it might be interesting to actually learn that one. But that looks quite good really. So if you come up against a powerful enemy or a boss or something like that, you're zooming down with your sniper rifle, you want to get their shield off first, so you wait until the shock animation comes up, time your shot, shoot, that'll shoot shock out, strip the shield off, and then you can actually wait for that something like, I don't know, cryo or something that they're weak to come up, the weak to fire, wait for the incendiary sign to come up and then shoot with that, and that'll give you the fire damage as well. So that's quite an interesting one. Maybe that could really help. It's also depends how fast that wheel goes round, but that could actually help you with applying. If you sit there with a fast firing sniper rifle and the wheel's going round pretty fast, you could sit there just shooting cryo, fire, shock, explosive, all sorts of things like that at them. So that could be quite good really, get them multi-dotted. But yeah, that's it anyway guys. That is Aurelia the Baroness's skill set for the Huntress. So that was quite a good skill tree really. I'm definitely looking forward to going down that skill tree. Next we'll be looking at Cold Money. Like I said, we'll be doing a 3-part series on this. So in the next episode we'll be going down the Cold Money skill tree. So be sure to look out for that. And yeah, that's it. Let me know what you guys think about the Huntress skill set, whether you like it, whether you're planning to play Aurelia or not. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.